Hey, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Quadash, Barakathum, to you, Akim, double honor to our apostles / elders, which are GMS, who teach the truth and rule well. And blessed salutations to you brothers out there, teaching and enduring truth sincerity. This little, like a part two, but it's as you see in the chapter Colossians chapter 3. From the last lesson I just did, I didn't even get to upload it yet, and the Spirit just moved me to this one also, and it just is progressing with growth. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just thinking of talking to my rib and sending a scripture on peace, and the Spirit led me to this. So I'm just gonna jump right into it, try to make it nice and quick, because the time is really tight. Considering I'm on site with it. Colossians 3:1, it says, "If ye be risen with Yahushai, seek those things which are above." What is that talking about? Risen, that you died to this world, and we're reborn in the Spirit. So once you're reborn in this ministry, you're making your body a living sacrifice. It's no longer for you. It's no longer about us. It's no longer about what we want. It says where Yahushai sitteth on the right hand of the Most High. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So I want to get that word affection. Lord's will, man. See if I can get through this lesson. Might have to stop it for a second, but we'll see. We'll see. It says to have understanding, be wise, to feel, to think, to have an opinion of oneself, to be modest, not let one's opinion, not let one's opinion of himself exceed the bounds of modesty. And as you see in the last lesson I did, as I kept reiterating that if you can't receive a proof, you have an ego problem, right? But then in here it says, that word goes back to have an opinion of oneself, to be modest, not let one's opinion of himself exceed the bounds of his modesty. So basically, don't be a legend in your own mind. Don't think it's all about you. That's why Yahushua have this set up in the way it is, because you can't take any glory for yourself. And then when you do that, your mission becomes selfless, and your mission becomes, complete. Because sometimes, what's the scripture? It escapes me, and it's a real easy scripture. Lean not into thine own understanding, right? The Lord gave us to understand. The Lord gave us the path. The Lord gave us the way. So there's no way that we can deviate and say, "Oh, I didn't know, my fault, I didn't understand." It's not about us. When we're teaching, we're not trying to teach and make ourselves look good, so we don't have to struggle. We could just say, if we don't know a thing, well, I don't know, I'll study it and get back to you. We have that ability, because we're not in a mindset where it's all about us. You see? So let's get back to it. Says so that word affection, set your affections, basically your desire, your will to remain in your humble spot and not think yourself to be more than what you are, on things above, not on things on the earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua in the Most High. All right. When Yahushua, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. So that'll be the time to glory. That'll be the time you want to be that guy. You want to put on your armor, the fancy armor and the crown, and live lavishly. I forgot the guy's name. His name escapes me on, but it's Gregory, something Gregory, and the brothers in Dallas always play him. Oh, man, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's not Gregory. It's another old cat. But he went into this one type of blog about Neely Fuller. That's his name, Neely Fuller. He went into this blog about basically celebrating too early. You know, that instant gratification. You know, that Jake always seeking after. They love the praise when they do something well. They love the praise on an easy win. You know, winning easy. You know, going, you know, seeing somebody that's like a Mormon. You know, we've dealt with Mormons. The apostles dealt with Mormons. You know, I really don't deal with them type of cats, man, because I already know. You know, unless it's for edifying. But if it's outside of that, it's pointless. You know. So, you know, but some people like to, uh, you know, go swing their sword with them. You know what I'm saying? Just to like to beat up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody to spare it. Fuck them. You know, but um, it's not. It shouldn't be like an exciting challenge. You know, that's things we done it when we was fresh. You know, young, super young in this thing. You know, and I'm not old myself. You know, I would consider myself in intermediate age. You know, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't be sitting out here trying to joust with a Mormon, you know, somebody that's not even, you know, worthy of sparring with, so to speak. You know, as the apostle says, this is not a thing of debate. You know, this is, you know, a gospel of edification and the truth. You know, so we're going to continue on. It says, mortify, therefore, your members which are upon the earth. So what does that mean, mortify your members? That means you have to die. Mortify is death. You know, let's get that word members. Let's see what that word goes back to. So that word, Salakia, that word mortify, therefore, your members. It's melos. It says a member, limb, a member of the human body, of bodies given up to criminal intercourse, because they are, as it were, members belonging to the harlot's body. So mortify what? The impurities of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That pride, you know, that ego, that sluggardness, that undiscipline, that procrastination, you know, mortify, put to death, you know, resist the devil and he will flee from you, right? So it says, mortify your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, and inordinate affections, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So, you know, Salakia, it actually goes into specific aspects also. You know, fornication, uncleanliness, you know, inordinate affections, you know, and this is talking about the totally wicked things. The things I was talking about is more of a virtuous concept, whereas, you know, more of a character-based impurity. You know, says, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience. So it's really all about the obedience unto the Most High, carrying out the mission, finishing the task at hand. You know, we really don't have the luxury of fucking up, man. You know, we really don't have the luxury. You know, as the Most High told Ezra, it's like, you know, and when Ezra said Abraham and, you know, Lot played for the Sodomites and things like that, it's like those things for those times. You know. So continuing on, says, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them, you know. But now ye also put off all these things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. And that's when it comes to, you know, let's look up that filthy communication. That's when you go to making up stuff and manipulating things, filthy communication, foul speaking, low and obscene speech, you know, low level dialogue, low level talking. You know what I'm saying? Nothing fruitful. You know what I'm saying? Uh, um, we should be like heavy with knowledge and really like vibrant with this information when we speak out. You know what I'm saying? It says a wise man holdeth his tongue and knoweth the opportunity to speak. So we need to be the children of obedience, doing what the Lord wants us to do. It says, in the which ye also walk some Salakia. It says, verse 9, lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man, which is with his deeds. So you don't have to be faking and fronting, trying to be down. You know what I'm saying? If you're a new creature, you in the works. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a new creature, you shouldn't have to say, let me go outside real quick. I gotta go check my tire. And you're gonna try to smoke a cigarette on a little man. You know what I'm saying? If you're having problems, you better, you need to step to the plate. And the brothers right now shouldn't be having no simple problems like that, which I assume is not the case. I mean, I'm assuming that's the case, that brothers don't have that problem. Because that's something simple. But younger brothers that came in a year or two and things like that, that were younger than me, I would say, and that if that's your problem, you come to a brother with exhortation, because that's the only way you can fix it. The brother can help you, pray the Most High, of course, but I don't want to dig too much into that, but just keep moving on. It says, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, circumcision nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Christ is all and in all. And that when it says Jew nor Greek, barbarian nor Scythian, that's talking about all Israelite foreigners, man. There's no difference, because you had some Israelites that were in Jerusalem, you had Israelites that were in Rome, there were Israelites that were just, you could say bush people or barbarians, and you had the Israelites that are, Scythians, you know what I'm saying? So slaves or not a slave, you're still an Israelite. That's what that means. Because Israelites, just because it says barbarian or Greek, doesn't mean it's talking about a different nation, man. Because here it is, you read that we're scattered amongst all the nations. So there you go, problem solved. Moving along, it says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High. That's a key word. That's a spike word right there. It says, and above all, it says, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. So this is like a mindset you should have. Humbleness. This helps you grow, to sit there and say, teach me, show me how I can be better at doing this thing and doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? Be that person that's teachable in that manner, so you can grow if you want to grow, right? It says, forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have a quarrel against any, even as Yahushua forgave you, also do ye. So, you don't hold any grudges, and that's why it's important, if you got aught against your brother, that you say what you got to say right then and there, because that disease can grow and fester and mutate, for like a better words, It says, and let the peace of the Most High rule in your hearts, to the which also ye are called in one body, and be ye thankful. Right? It says, let the word of Yahushua dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and in hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. So you're not admonishing somebody to be right all the time. You're admonishing them to increase their ability to make them better. Iron sharpens iron. You don't want to be that know-it-all guy. Well, actually, nah, man. It's look. Just let a person grow. You know, sometimes brothers don't do everything right, and you don't have to call them out on every single fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's based off of what's the production, what's the goal here. You know, if that brother's if it's detrimental to him being in the ministry, then yeah. But if that brother's learning along the way, you know, that's why the scripture says, "Give meat unto him that's of age," which shows us it's a level of information that you're able to receive at a point. So just teaching somebody, you know, for a knowledge bowl to show off all the information that you have, or you constantly correcting a brother that's not able to deal with that type of pressure that fast, you know, wouldn't be fair to them or productive to the ministry. You know what I'm saying? You teach them. It says when you come together to eat, tarry one for another. So you deal with the brothers accordingly, and the brothers that's being dealt with, you gotta have to understand that I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that have been in for a while gotta still understand that they don't know everything, right? In verse 17, it says, "And whatsoever ye do in word or in deed, do all in the name of the Lord." It ain't about us. It's about Yahweh Shai. Do in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Him. You know what I'm saying? So this, when I read it, I was like, oh man, this is dope. This is a banger right here, because you know that helps. You know, when you're talking about being easy to be reproved, if you're thinking about saying, I need to become an able body for Yahweh Shai, it enables a whole different mindset of being that person that's able to be reproved. So hopefully that was edifying also to you. Again, with that being said, I want to say call halal to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give a double honor to our apostles / elders, which are GMS, and blessed citations to you brothers out there teaching the enduring truth, sincerity. Hey, shalom.